We put a whole kettle in that?
It's 2 cups. It's Michigan. This is where we live.
Oh, so we're filming while I'm eating.
Well, if we were to wait till you weren't eating, we would be waiting all day.
Hey.
I live right there.
Where?
Right here, by the lighthouse.
I guess.
I know that's where I live.
Well, you live between the lighthouse and wherever that thing is.
Oh, the record label for
Yeah.
Detroit Motown? Well, that's true. Anyway, today is Wednesday, June 30th. It's time to do our jamming with Jimmy. We want to fix that before it gets all wrecked up. My placemat's all askew. See, it was already starting. We might be interrupted with a phone call. Christy called us when we were doing the tag yesterday.
She did.
And
She'll probably just call back today.
Yes, and I told her that I couldn't talk, but I'd call her back. And then when we got done with the tag, I called her back, and she didn't answer. And now it's like what? Hours?
At least 23,
Yeah.
24, somewhere around there hours.
Or minutes, as the case may be, since she called. So we might get interrupted.
It depends. What time she worked till? 5 or 4?
No, she got off at 3.
Oh, no excuse then. She's just ignoring her mother. Not
No, but
me.
she could be on her way to her second job because she's got a second job.
That's true. I'll give her that.
I'll give her
she
that.
doesn't work her butt off.
She does work her butt off. But anyway, it's my perfect day. It's dark. We need to put the lights on.
It is. It is.
It is like really. I was thinking that on Saturday it was going to be like this, and I was hoping that wouldn't be my perfect day because we had everything set up for outside.
Saturday was the perfect day, though.
It came out really nice. So there was, towards the end of the party, a tornado watch.
You got your shoes on, Jim?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, you want to have them put the cover on the chair down there?
Oh, it's probably already wet.
No, it looks like it
Oh,
just blew
you
off.
just got to throw it on there.
We'll be right
Pause.
back.
You need to get the proper cover for that chair.
Yes, you do.
Because as you can see, that wasn't made for that. It's actually made for the couch.
If it'll work fine, you got to just fold the back down.
It doesn't work right, but anyway. Yes. What were we talking about? Oh, the party. It was
The party.
It was
Yes.
nice. Oh, ooh, you just got in just in time because you could have got hit by lightning.
66 times. I had to watch that movie. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Which one was that one? I don't remember that one.
The Great Outdoors.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Anything with John Candy was good.
Just, there are so many, raise you home, raise you home. Why would he say that? You better hurry up or I'll put the best spot.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that movie again, too. I forgot all about that movie. Anyway.
That's me when the bats are flying around. Oh,
Or birds.
Big fangs, big fangs.
We were watching, what was the name of that show we were watching yesterday, Jim? With the bird? One of the home improvement. One of the home improvement shows on HGTV, and the girl was out on the porch. She said, "Look at this big porch. You know, it's so nice." And just then, a crow flew right into the window. We thought, "Oh, Jim would have a heart attack."
Oh no! You want to talk
There was a
about?
whole nest of them in the trees.
You want to talk about heart attack? So, what was it? Yesterday? Not yesterday. The day before. Whatever day it was, I was taking the water because we get the 5-gallon water things. I was taking the water out, so I had my door open. So I get the last one. I'm just about to close the door, and I see a bird right into the truck, and I'm like, "Oh hell no!" So, but the water. I opened all 4 doors, and the thing's just going back to front, back to front. And I'm like, "I'm not going in there." And then all of a sudden, it flew out. And I ran and shut all the doors. So I walk in, and I go, "Hey." She's like, "What's wrong?" I go, "You missed it." Samantha's like, "What are you talking about?" I go, "I opened the door and a bird flew in." She's like, "Oh my God, I would have paid money to watch that."
Oh, I got to show you something. I want you to tell me what it is.
I have to tell you what it is?
You have to tell me what you think it is. This.
What?
What this is? What is this?
A fruit bowl?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. I got this for a gift.
What is it, a bidet?
Not a bidet. It's a bird bath.
Oh, hence the birds. I didn't even see the birds there.
Well, I saw the birds on there, but I didn't think anything of it. And then my sister Denise got it for me, and I says, "Oh, that's really nice. That's a heavy sucker too."
Damn. Yeah, that is.
So she says, well, your birds are going to love it. And I go, I don't think they're going to love it because it's not going to be a bird bath. I'm not putting something that nice outside for my birds so they can crap all over
I was
it.
going to say, plus the crap and you got to clean it.
You got to clean it and all that. No, that's my fruit bowl.
No.
So it's like a conversation piece now.
It is a conversation piece.
But we had a good time. It was nice weather, a lot of food. Did you bring any food home?
I brought chicken and potatoes
You
home.
need to stop banging on the table.
It's a habit.
I know.
Brought chicken and potatoes.
Did you bring any cake home? I thought you had some cake.
Oh, if I would have, I did have some cake, but if
That
I brought
cake was
cake
delicious.
home, that cake would have been tore up that night.
That cake was really good. But we had a good turnout. I think she
We had
had.
a couple people that didn't show up.
Well, we counted. Danny and I counted after you left that there were 60 people showed up. There were 60 people there, and I guess they had 65 responded, saying that they
Right.
would be there. So only 5 people didn't show up. So it was a good. They did a very good job. I was very happy. My children were very good with me.
Although that was funny with Samantha's dad. That was.
Yes. Yeah, because he wasn't sure. Because we've seen each other a few times, but not enough that we would know how people would react. So tell them what
Yeah.
happened.
So long, like what, maybe a month ago,
Yeah.
it was on a video. She was like, oh, you and Samantha should move in with Vince and sell the house.
Which
and
is
that way-
Samantha's dad.
That way you can
Pocket a lot
just
of money.
pocket a lot of money and do that. So then, of course, I told her dad that, and he's like, oh, so she's just volunteering me for it, So then,
He's got a big house.
so then he came to the party and he pulled me aside and he goes, your mom's like you, right? I can joke around with her. And I go, oh yeah, you can say anything to her. She's fine. He goes, oh, okay. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to say. I'm like, go ahead. So then he walked up to her and said,
He says, oh, I hear you volunteered my house. That was really kind of you. I'm so glad that you did. I hope you don't mind that I told them if you ever need a loan that they need to go to you. I said, no, come and having them live in the house would just be so much easier for them just to get the money right from the source, right where they're living. He said, that's not going to happen.
nope.
Nope, it's not going to happen. But other than that, I don't know.
It was fun though.
We had storms yesterday. Like I told you, it's my perfect day because it's dark. We have to turn the lights on.
Well, it was funny today because we were working and it was so hot today.
It was hot yesterday too.
I know, but it was hotter today. And I knew it was going to be hot because I left with a black shirt. Even when I was walking out, I was like, just change your shirt because every time you wear black, it's the hottest day of the year. And
Yeah.
sure enough, it was the hottest day of the year. So I was working under some steel beams and there was water from raining, constantly
Yeah.
all the time beforehand. And the sun was out.
Okay.
And it was dripping on my neck, but it was cold because it was sitting on the steel. So didn't mind that at all. So I'm like, oh, good. Well, then it started like getting all over my back. And I'm like, that's a lot of water for pouring out of the steel. And I turn around and it's just raining. Not pouring, but it's raining.
Right.
So everyone's looking at me like, hey, are we going to roll up and go home? And I'm like, no, this feels good. This is like the perfect, So everyone's like, all right. So then everyone goes back up
Mean
on the
boss,
lifts,
mean boss.
starts working. So then all of a sudden,
As they're
I
taking
just-
the hammer with the
No.
nail, they're going, this is Jimmy, this is Jimmy, this is Jimmy.
Yes. So then I happen to look up and they're all the way up because the lifts go,
Yeah.
like 2 stories. So they get all the way up. And then all of a sudden I hear this noise and I turn around and now it's just, and I'm like, okay, come on, we can go home, we can go home. So they're like, oh, now we can?
Now we're going to get soaked into our cars and our trucks. That's okay, Jim, that's
Exactly.
okay.
Well, if you looked at the sky, it was like blue and there was clouds out, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like, I was thinking, oh, it's just going to blow over. Well, I didn't know on the other side of the building was all black. So then that came over.
Well, we went out to dinner last night, and when we were coming home, that we went to this one, like maybe 2 blocks, and like these big, like how many raindrops, Jim? Maybe 12 or 15 big raindrops came on, and that was it. And then my sister Denise texted me, and she says, it's pouring down rain here. And I went, it's not raining here. But then as we were driving home, we were driving
Right.
into it. So we did see that it was.
I like when you drive into it and you can see the rain coming at
You can see it. I like when it's like raining on this side of the street, but not the other side of the street.
It was doing that the other day. It was raining in the front of my house and the backyard was sunny and no rain.
I know, it's kind of weird. Well, I was outside doing my video yesterday,
Yesterday.
and it just started like a cloud burst. But it was all sunny, and then all of a sudden it got sunny. I stayed there. Just,
Well, that, you can go under that, right?
no, because it drips. Well, it still goes through there.
Where?
Oh, no, we don't know who that is, so they can just go to decline.
You do need to change that to Knight Rider. You need to change that.
Because I can talk into it.
You need to or was that the Hulk? Which one was Knight Rider?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a.
Yeah, you used to watch the Knight Rider. And I always think of Get Smart because he talked into his shoe.
He talked into his shoe.
He's talking into his shoe. But doesn't Star Trek talk into their watch?
They do. I am gonna. Okay, it has nothing to do with this. Is where my brain goes. So I will send you the video and you can link it here. There is a video.
He won't remember. He won't
no,
remember.
I'm gonna send it as soon as we're done. There is a video of Vicki Lawrence from Mama's House.
Right.
And I always forget his name. The guy that did
Harvey Korman?
Dwarf on
Tim Conway?
Yeah, Tim Conway. And he is telling a story. Obviously the episode didn't make the show, but they still have the blooper of it.
Right.
This thing makes me cry laughing every time. It's about the elephants at the circus. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember that one.
I'll send it and link it because
link
if
it.
you don't laugh at this,
If it's not in my description box, it's because
I am sending it as soon as we're done. It is hilarious. It's long. It's a little long, but I think it's like 6 minutes or whatever. But
it'll be worth it.
But it's worth it for the because everyone. I'm not going to give it away, but it's worth it for the very end. It's almost like a punchline at
Just
the
skip
end.
to the end then?
Well, you got to know the story leading up to it. That's
okay. All right.
because there's a lot of quiet because they're trying not to laugh.
Right.
So it's
that's what I loved about their show.
Yeah. So it's like there's a lot of just quiet for like 30 seconds.
That's what I did love about their show.
Yes.
But last night when we had the storm or Monday night we had the storm. My subdivision, like 5 houses down that way, all the way around to the whole thing, even where David was staying. That's why I was wondering if he made it to work on time. All around in there, all the way into, like, for a couple miles. They're behind us had power, but across the street from them didn't have power.
Really?
Lost power. So we kind of lucked out. Because your dad and I are always talking we want to get one of those home generators.
I thought you were getting one of those.
We were, but then we ended up, we fixed the air conditioner instead.
No, that's much better.
We get more use out of the air conditioner.
No, there's no power.
Well, we have more power to run the air conditioner more than we would have used the...
That's true.
But I do see that in the future.
You know what? I didn't even think of that. I should put one of those at my house.
You
I didn't
should
even.
do it. Definitely. You want to see if that's Christy, Jim, please? Yeah, no, I don't know. You're putting all that money into the house anyhow. You might
Right.
as
I mean,
well.
you might as well while you got the loan.
Doesn't Vince have one?
Vince has one, yeah, but he put it in after the fact.
Can you talk now?
Yes, I can. We'll be
Yes.
right back.
I don't know. Maybe he'll be in the mood for it.
No, it was funny.
Sometimes.
We just watched the video. We got done talking with Christy. So Jim had transferred the video already.
Yes.
There's 2 parts.
Go to the second part.
Go to the second part, yeah. They're both funny.
They're both funny. You can watch the beginning, like the first maybe 30 seconds of the first one, but then you can skip ahead to the second part, which is like 3 minutes in, and then watch it from there.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's kind of like a off-the-wall kind of video today. We didn't really have a topic.
And this is a weird Wednesday.
Yeah. You're supposed to. A Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday.
There you go, Wacky Wednesday. But anyway, I lost my book. My other book I'm reading, I can't find it anywhere.
How do you lose a book you read in a day?
I can't find it. I don't know
You
what
didn't
I did.
finish it in one day?
I didn't finish that one in one day because I was busy doing something. Like I
We
don't
got
know.
3/4 of the way through.
Well, I had all the birthdays on Thursday. That's the last time I saw it. I
You
really
didn't put it in a drawer?
no. I looked in the drawer. I've looked everywhere. I'm going crazy. I think your dad hit it on me.
No, how thick was it?
It was thick. It was 400 pages.
No.
It was a pretty big book.
And what was that one about?
Murder. Well, it was
Mhm.
murder, of course. Yes, it was about a drug den and all that. But it was a good book. I think I actually read it before.
You ever read the ones with Fabio on it, like Aunt Sue?
No, she read all those love books. Yeah, no.
With all the muscles and
Yes.
the blowing hair.
It was Fabio that was on
I
the
know.
cover. Yeah, no. So those are Susie's books. No, mine are Murder and Mayhem.
Yep.
Those are my books. Those are my shows. Every night when your dad says goodnight to me, he always said, "Somebody die yet?"
Yep, exactly.
Those are the things I watch. Anyway, no more progress on Jimmy's house.
No, nothing. Not for a while. Everyone's.
Although, tell him about your shower. You figured out something that was going to work out. That you're
I
glad you
did.
figured it out.
Because the shower we have picked out is like it's not drainless, but you can't see the drain at the walls here. It drains under the tile on the wall, and there's a drain behind it. But you have to have the floor pitched, which I didn't know you had to have the joists made with a notch out so you can make the pitch. So now I got to call back and get that.
But it's a good thing you
Take
figured
care.
it out before you did all of that. So it's
If I would have did all that, we would have had a regular drain like average folk.
like normal,
Like
normal everyday people.
Hey, if you're gonna do this, you got to throw all the bells and whistles at it.
That's true. Well, your dad saw the one you didn't like with the bathtub. It had the waterfall going into it.
We're not gonna have a bathtub. Neither one of us take baths.
But don't
Well,
you?
I mean, we'll have a bathtub in the where the two
but
bedrooms
you
and the
could put-
bath in between. There'll be a
Right.
regular bathtub there.
But then you could put the fireplace in there that you want. Because what better place to want to be warm is in a tub?
That's true, but we're not gonna have a tub.
Oh.
Because A, I can't fit in a tub, and B, the only tub I would fit in would probably cost $3,000 just so I could fit in it.
I don't know.
Too tall.
Dave took baths. He seemed to fit in it. Like,
Yeah, I'm not scrunching down. If I'm getting into something, I'm just gonna relax.
I couldn't tell you the last time I took a bath.
And I'm getting to the age where I probably wouldn't be able to get back out of the bath.
Oh,
so.
I'm thinking you'd have no problem.
No, now, but
I've
times are coming when it's not gonna be.
I've never taken a bath in this house. I never took a bath when we lived on Thornton, and we moved there in '86. I know for a fact I never took a bath in the house on Roxbury with that nasty tub.
Oh, but you made us take a bath.
No, we put the little thing in it. We put a little bathtub in it when you
I
were
remember
really
it
little.
being that bad.
It was bad. But then in the upper flat, I probably took a bath, but I don't remember that.
That's the one where I'd climb out.
Yeah.
Climb out of bed, go to your bed. Climb out of bed, go to your bed.
Yes, we were trying to teach Jimmy that he had to sleep in his own bed. And we brought like a,
No, that was a crib. When I was hurtling out of the crib.
well, yeah, well, we finally took you out of the crib because I was afraid he was going to hurt himself. And we put him in a really low bed. It was like a trundle bed,
Yeah.
but just the trundle. That's not the top part of the bed.
Right.
It's just the bottom part. So that like if he rolled off, he'd be like just about that far from the floor, just rolled off. But he would climb into bed with us and I would say, no. And then I'd bring him back, put him in the bed,
Like a
cover him
dog.
up.
Did you catch that? No.
I would tell him no like a dog because it didn't seem to work. And I'd bring him back to his bed, I'd give him all covered, and it was like the bedroom, and then there was the hallway with the bathroom to the side, and then the other hall door. So it was like a door. His bedroom, my bedroom. It was not
3
more
feet.
than, if that, 3 or 4 feet, not the most, because it wasn't that big of a flat. He would pass me up. I'd put him in the bed, and then we're all tucked in. I'd turn around to leave, and he would zoop past me and be back in the bed. We did that for many a night.
We did.
Many a night.
Actually, I'll have to find the picture of it and see if I can send it because there's a picture where I'm under the blanket smiling.
I'm sure. Just knowing that, you know what, I'm going to beat her back into that bed.
Yep.
And it was a long night, but finally at the end of the night, I won.
Oh, yeah.
It took a long time.
You are persistent.
I was persistent. We kept walking back. The whole time your dad just stayed sleeping.
Well, yeah. He was good.
He never got up. He never got up.
He had to go to work.
And then Danny just always stayed in his crib. Danny was in his crib till he was 4 and a
Danny
half.
had his legs hanging out of the bars.
That was because we didn't have enough money to buy him a bed at the time because your dad was
I know,
in
but it's
work.
still fun to make fun of
I know,
him.
we
Like,
still make fun
hey,
of
look, Danny's in bed in his crib. He's got his little legs hanging out, arm out the side.
Yeah. But that was a good crib too. We packed that crib up every summer.
You did. That was the first thing.
First thing to get in the car.
Anything
And we
after
went up to
that.
the cottage. Anything else didn't fit. Didn't
is
go.
true.
Didn't go. But Jimmy's got lots of stories.
Lots of stories.
Your kids didn't give you as much
No, they were.
as you gave me.
No, I would say the funniest one, and David even remembers it because he told me. There was one night he was 3 or 4. No, he might have been. How old was he when we went to Disney World?
4.
6? Or
No, I don't think he was 6.
maybe he was 4.
We went in, no, wait a minute, because we went in 2005.
Yeah, so he was 4.
He was 4, yeah.
So he was in bed, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and he come running in to the bedroom, and he's, there's a monster in my closet. I'm like, David, there is not a monster in your closet, I promise you. No, there is. It's howling at me. It's howling at me.
Was
You
it
can
bad?
hear it now. No, it wasn't bad. So,
The dog.
so I get out of bed, which I don't know why it was me, because usually it was Cindy.
Yeah.
But for some reason I got out of bed that day. Like, it's fine. So as I get closer to his room, I hear this. And I'm like, what is that noise? You know, like, that doesn't sound normal. So like, I walk in and I'm standing in his bedroom and I hear it. So I open up his closet doors, and of course he takes off running because he thinks whatever this is. And I'm like, David, it's fine, come here. And I'm listening, I couldn't find nothing. Well, it was an old farmhouse we had. So the wall was here, like the original wall with the roof. But somebody else built another wall in front of it and ran all the water lines for the radiant heat between it. So the pipes froze and burst in between the walls.
See, it's a good thing he heard.
Yes. So I'm like, but I didn't know this at the time.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out what the hissing is. So for some reason, I'm like, well, I'm going to get something to drink. Then I'm up now and figure this out. So I walked downstairs, I flipped the light on, and the entire downstairs was raining water. And the ceiling, like right when I looked, just dropped. I was like, okay, I think I found the problem.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, because remember I had to tear apart the entire living room?
I remember that. I remember tearing apart the living room, but I forgot it was because of the water leak.
Yeah, I had to tear apart the living room, all the carpet going upstairs, the carpet in the dining room.
Yeah, we remember whenever we'd go to his house, he had direct TV. He'd say, well, the only time I don't have TV is when
And
it's
it was
raining.
true.
Every time we went, there was no TV.
No, it was every time I knew it. I'm like, oh, they're coming over. The TV's not going to work.
And it didn't. And it didn't. Okay, that's good. Jimmy's got to get home.
Yeah.
Got to beat the storm
I do. A lot of stuff to do.
in the rain.
No, in the house.
Oh, in the house.
We got to clean, and we got to make it look like our house is huge.
Oh, that's right.
We got to box everything up like, no, there's never anything on this counter like this or in this shelf. This closet is wide open.
Well, why are you going to sell your house so soon? You really going to move in with Vince?
No, we're going to rent somewhere.
Oh, okay.
It's just easier that way. It's going to be enough stress doing the house that way.
That's
and
true.
plus, you know, I have a feeling like market's just going to go, and I'd rather get it while the market is up.
That's true. That's
So.
true. While the lumber prices are high too.
Exactly. So at least it compensates.
Yeah. Well, if you want Jimmy and Samantha to move in with you, just let us know.
For free.
That's the stickler.
That's the stickler.
All right, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe,
Like
comment.
and share.
Bye.